This is Remarkable Receptions. We've published scholarly articles and blog entries. We've produced podcast episodes, data visualizations, and whiteboard animations. We've highlighted novels and Black authors in these varied forms. Yet, for some reason, we haven't, until now, employed the video essay as a way to share insights into novels by Black American authors. Maybe it's time. Time for a production that blends sound, visuals, and words to focus on African American literary history and fiction. So, we asked ourselves, what if we produced a video essay about African American novels? What might we explore? We could focus on canonical authors or influential scholars. Perhaps we'd examine adaptations or public reading performances. Maybe novel cover art deserves more attention. And certainly, audiences would benefit from learning more about anthologies and archival collections. So, allow us to reintroduce ourselves. This is Remarkable Receptions, a video essay series about popular and critical responses to African American novels, artistic productions, and more. There are many places we could begin. In the 1850s with William Wells Brown's novel Clotel, Harriet Wilson's Our Nig, or Hannah Craft's The Bondwoman's Narrative. Or we might begin with novels published during the 1920s, during what is popularly known as the Harlem Renaissance. We could begin with Zora Neale Hurston's 1937 novel Their Eyes Were Watching God, or Richard Wright's 1940 Native Son, or Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man. A critical period in African American literary history is the 1960s and 1970s, when authors such as Toni Morrison, Ishmael Reed, Alice Walker, Gail Jones, and others made their remarkable debuts. But why limit ourselves to beginnings? Why not focus on major developments instead? Like the wave of novel adaptations into film. Think Roots, The Color Purple, The Women of Brewster Place, If Beale Street Could Talk, Kindred, and The Hate U Give. Then there's Beloved by Toni Morrison, a novel that has garnered more acclaim than most. This 1987 neo-slave narrative marks a significant achievement in American and African American literary history. When discussing canonical novels of the last 50 years, Beloved is always part of the conversation. But how do novels like Beloved become canonical and covered and revisited by readers for decade after decade? We can largely thank African American literature courses. Since the 1970s, English departments in colleges and universities have offered these courses, where professors cover novels alongside short stories, poems, and essays. By the time Beloved was published in the late 1980s, departments were already assigning works by Hurston, Wright, Ellison, and others. Morrison's Beloved belongs to a lineage of neo-slave narratives, alongside Margaret Walker's Jubilee, Ernest Gaines's The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, Ishmael Reed's Flight to Canada, Alex Haley's Roots, Octavia Butler's Kindred, and Charles Johnson's Middle Passage. More recently, we've seen the addition of Colson Whitehead's The Underground Railroad, Ta-Nehisi Coates's The Water Dancer, and Jesmyn Wards's Let Us Descend. Clearly, there is much to explore within African American literary studies, from its rich traditions to its far-reaching influence across various mediums. With this video essay series, we aim to delve into those realms. Join us as we uncover the remarkable receptions of African American literature and the cultural conversations they continue to inspire.